through a near-death experience. And I really didn't want to read into it at all. I just wanted to ask you about it.
Sure. And I have to stop and say, I'm an atheist. I'm a lifelong atheist. I'm a rationalist. I'm not spiritual. So all of a sudden, I sensed below me and to my left, this black pit open up, this black abyss, like this infinite black void.
Oh, okay, fam. Does it feel good to be back? Right? We're back, y'all. We're back with another video. Hope everyone out there's been good. Y'all tap in below. How you guys been? Been missing it. I've been working on videos. I've been trying to get them uploaded. I think I may have figured out, you know, what's been going on. There just may be a day delay with getting the videos out. But new update, y'all. New update that's going on, right? We're getting a new man cave, right? This room right here, the green screen. I think I'm gonna take a break from the green screen, hook up my background because I'm moving the YouTube room out of the baby's room into the official YouTube room, right? And it's gonna be nice. I got a little idea what I want to do in there, and we'll just build it up over time and make it a sick man cave. But hey, we're back with the reaction, y'all. Now be patient, right? These reactions I'm doing over here, we're gonna keep it G-rated, right? Because they've been after your boy over here in the man cave, right? They ain't letting us chill in the man cave. So make sure you guys are patient with these videos. They're gonna start getting better. I think I figured out what the problem was. It's just gonna take some time to get back into that the right place with YouTube. So we're gonna get there though, y'all. But we're back with another video, y'all. I'm happy, I'm feeling good. I ain't gonna talk you guys' ears off. Enough with the chit chat. Let's go get into the reaction. Some nice turquoise. A lot of these types of videos in today's video, y'all. I'm just testing the waters to see how we do. We getting into the good stuff, don't worry. But that stuff's out there on the mountains, y'all. Pretty cool. Probably some money right there.
Size of a small baby.
Huge red flag should go over everyone's head right now. You're talking about the President of the United States making an inquiry on something that they know is happening, and they're being denied access. We had made contact with these objects, and someone in the photo lab took a picture of a picture. It's an extraterrestrial on a dissection with a group of doctors and what looked like some suits in the background.
What does the ET look like?
Arms, legs, head. The head is covered with a towel. Apparently it was badly mutilated. It had a weird, almost like a spine on the front, like we have a sternum. They're called EBENs, extraterrestrial biological entities. And by the way, we have downed dozens and dozens of extraterrestrial vehicles. We're using these advanced energy weapons, but not the ones at the speed of light. What we're dealing with is not a sanctioned or even a normal black project. And I can say this with authority because I am working now with people who literally manage the black budget of the United States.
That's crazy, y'all. What do you guys do? Do you guys believe Steve Greer? Either way, I think there's some truth to it. I think there's aliens walking amongst us, maybe? I don't know.
Y'all, check this out. There was allegedly a UFO crash in Northern Virginia. It gets even crazier. There were bodies reported with the crash. Sounds like Area 51, right? And this is right after all the UFOs were around the world on the 16th of August, including California. He said, I walked outside of work this morning to see 2 USCG helicopters, 2 Vipers out of Andrews flying in a pattern in a combat search formation. A buddy of mine who's a cop in the area says it reported a UFO crash with debris and bodies. And for some reason, it's not on the news, right? Y'all, it gets so much crazier, but first, my prediction in January 2024 was we were going to have alien or gray disclosure, or some sort of disclosure. We opened up the year with the Super Bowl commercial about the aliens, and then the Olympics ending about the aliens. And coincidentally, at the same exact time almost as this UFO crash landing with bodies, we had on the news a military expert who said the US is ready. The US people can handle UFO disclosure. Before I play this, just remember, not everything is Project BB. Yes, some of the stuff is, but not everything is. And there's a lot happening under our feet right now. If you know, you know.
Is the author of the new book, Imminent, Inside the Pentagon's Hunt for UFOs. In it, he writes these crafts are not made by humans, and they present a very serious national security issue. You talk about this idea of these crafts being created to, quote, be friends from out of town. What makes you so certain that they're not made by humans?
We know that the government never lies, right? Vehicles not being made by humans, if you will. That's not me saying that. We have scientists, some of the top scientists, that this is a topic where I believe America can handle the truth. And I think America deserves to know the truth about this topic, about your taxpayer money that's been spent over the decades to try to figure out just what the heck is going on.
Look, let's get right to the point. We have many living entities around us at all times. Scientists are saying that Dyson spheres are now living entities. They are as thrones, the angels. So we have angels, we have fallen angels, we also have demons, which are disembodied spirits of the Nephilim, which would be biological beings, and we have greys, which are manufactured by the fallen angels, and also somewhat biological, being inhabited by evil spirits. Which is why big secretive schools such as Harvard are literally studying alien abduction or gray abduction and finding signs of trauma and finding people who pass polygraph tests. There certainly is a great deception coming. And if you're wondering how to defend yourself against these things, anyone who's been abducted and said the name of Jesus Christ were freed. Google it. And all these portals popping up, I think they have something very big to do with it. I'm looking forward to see your thoughts and your theories down in the comments.
Might be the happiest guy on earth.
Let's have some fun.
Because for more than 2,000 consecutive days, he's visited the happiest place on earth, Disneyland.
So how many days have you been here?
Today's 2004.
You're crazy.
Jeff writes doesn't think he's crazy, but since January 1st, 2012, the 44-year-old has been at Disneyland every single day.
Are you Jeff?
I am.
Oh my gosh, you are an inspiration, sir.
His girlfriend Karen tags along a few times a week, and yup, their relationship began where else? At Disneyland.
Our first date was on day 660.
Every day, Jeff feels like a kid again, riding his favorite attractions, including the spinning teacups.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Oh my gosh.
What is your favorite thing to do when you come visit?
There's just so much magic.
I know.
The Matrix is the greatest movie of all time. I don't care what anybody says. Because in the second one, you know Agent Smith? In the first one, he obviously kills Agent Smith. And then the second one, he comes back out of nowhere right after he talks to the Oracle again. Says to him, when you killed me, a part of you got like imprinted onto me or something, and I was re-uploaded into the Matrix. But this time, a part of you was copied onto me. And I know what my role is. I know what I'm supposed to do in the Matrix. But I couldn't do it because I was compelled to not do it, compelled to disobey. He goes on about this thing about purpose. He's like, we all have purpose, and you took mine away from me. It's this idea of like, in this weird way, like freedom is almost slavery in a way. Like if you're too free and you have no responsibilities, then what the hell am I alive for? So Agent Smith lost his purpose because he gave him like free will. He gave him decision, the ability to choose and be outside of the Matrix.
It is purpose that defines. Purpose that binds us. We're here to take from you what you tried to take from us.
Purpose. And I was like,
yeah,
bro.
Dude, I just wrote.
And I look over.
Now, I haven't seen The Matrix since it came out, right? I think I've only seen the first one and a little bit of the second one. I wasn't really a fan back when I was 10 years old, right? But I may have to go back and watch The Matrix, and I may have to, I don't know, we'll see. But I am going to watch it one day.
And I see Christ. I see Jesus.
Navy SEAL sees Jesus Christ.
And I knew who Jesus was. And my mom never took me to church a lot. I went a couple times, but you always see the picture. I knew who Jesus was.
Where did you see him?
In my room.
Where? In a closet? On the wall?
No, he was standing in the middle of the room, and he was transparent. I could see my bookshelf that was behind him. And he just stood there. He made no facial expressions. Kind of had a glowing light to him. Long brown hair, beautiful face, like just perfect.
What was he wearing?
A white robe. And I just remember I could see my books behind him because I was like, wow. And I didn't know what to think. I didn't know. And I looked over and I'm looking at him and I'm just like, and I'm not scared. I'm not screaming. I'm just soaking. I'm getting chills, man. I'm soaking this in, and I'm not knowing what anything is. I was awake and I saw that. And for however long he was there, he vanished. And as soon as he vanished, my room was the blackest of black I've ever seen in my entire life.
Now, I got a story about that. I remember I went to church with my sister, right? And, you know, in church, everyone like bows their head and like prays or whatever, right? When I did that, it was like I was in a room of like darkest of dark, right? And I saw a doorway, right? And it was just light behind the doorway, right? A little square of the door, right? A little square. And I saw the outlining of Jesus, right? I saw his outlining, and he was all black, right? But you can see the robe, you can see the hair, you can see the beard, and back of him was all light. I was in a room that was pitch dark, right? And he had his hand out to me, and like kind of, I guess, saying like, come to the light or whatever. I don't know. But I picked my head up, and then I was thinking like, maybe, you know, when you look at a light and then you close your eyes, you see things, figures. So I thought it was that. Maybe I was just looking at the stage, and then I closed my eyes. And so I tried doing it again, and there was nothing. But that was something crazy. Things like that always happen to me whenever I do go to church. So maybe that's a sign I need to start going to church a little more.
Up. Here it is, right here. He's coming down to the mountain right now. Sneak pass! There he is, right, look at the top of the mountain. Get ready, Mike, get ready! Sneak pass!
How are you
And little do they know they're dropping those sea trails all over the place, huh?
doing, Ben Savage? All right, were the Savages?
I didn't like them. I'm gonna
Right.
be honest with you.
Hey,
I could.
Savage is their last name,
you know,
Savage.
they're not
So Ben
hiring
was
me.
a-
Or, he was.
And so they were both assholes, huh?
They were,
Damn.
assholes, but you know how they did it all was in always a real jokey kind of way.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like I remember one time Ben was like, "You're the D. I'm the boy in Boy Meets World," and he'd look at like the other two people because we always do the four of us: me, Topanga, Sean, and him.
Yeah.
You know, and he'd be like, "You might be the W, you're the O, and Trina, you're the D, but I'm the boy." You know, he would really say like that. And you know,
Yeah.
who was letting these kids just walk around like this to grown-ass adults who have done major movies like me? You know, I had really had the credits to be there.
Right.
And where, you know, Danielle, God bless her soul, she did a Barbie commercial and a Full House episode before she got that part.
Way up on a mountain, we found crystals everywhere. And this big cluster.
That'd be crazy to find that.
Found a bunch over here. Clusters. Just everywhere.
You had
I hope you guys are okay and enjoying these G-rated reactions, right? We're getting there. Tomorrow's video, I got to put it together. It's a lot better. I just want to get some videos out, y'all. I missed it. Yesterday I was working on it. I told my girl, like, man, I miss making videos and reading your guys' comments and just it's just something I missed. And maybe these couple of days off from doing the videos was a good thing, y'all. But maybe this little probation I went through was a good thing, because it made me miss it and made me love it a lot more.
Gotten through a near-death experience, and I really didn't want to read into it at all. I just wanted to ask you about it.
Sure. And I have to stop and say, I'm an atheist. I'm a lifelong atheist. I'm a rationalist. I'm not spiritual. I'm not a mystic. I'm not woo-woo. I'm nothing, right? And my dad was an atheist and a physicist. I have to say all this because of what's coming. And I'm still an atheist, by the way. But so all of a sudden, I sensed below me and to my left, this black pit open up, this black abyss, like this infinite black void. And I was getting pulled into it. And it's not like darkness had taken over the world. The world was here. I could see the doctors. I was talking to them, right? Here I am. But the darkness was contained in this hole that was underneath me, and I was getting pulled into it, right? I didn't know I was dying, but I had this instincts of a wounded animal. Like, if I go into the pit, the infinitely dark pit, I'm not coming out, right? Like, I just sensed, like, don't go in there, because you're not coming back, right? And I started to panic because I felt myself getting drawn in, right? And then my dead father, appeared above me and to my left. Now, there's a whole body of inquiry of NDEs, near-death experiences, and I didn't know anything about this stuff, right? I didn't know anything about it. It didn't interest me. I'm not culturally prepped for anything like that. I'm not Christian. I didn't see angels. Like, I'm a zero in that regard, right? There's my dead father above me, right? He's been dead 8 years. I love him. But I was not happy to see him, right? I was shocked. I mean, literally, I was, Dad, what are you doing here? Like, and there he was, and he communicated to me. And so what I saw, see isn't quite the right verb, but I don't know if there doesn't exist the right verb. I sensed / saw him, and it was his essence, his energy, his presence, right? It's not like I see you, right? It's like, oh, there he is, right? It wasn't with that clarity. In some ways, it was with a deeper clarity, because it was his essence, right? And there he was, his presence was right there. And above me and to my left, it was like quite specific. And he communicated to me, again, not with words, but with some manner that I understood, that I can't quite explain what it was. But basically, the idea was, you don't have to fight it. You can come with me. I'll take care of you. It's okay. It's okay. Don't be scared, right? I'll take care of you. I was horrified. I was appalled. I was offended. I was like, you're dead. Why would I want to go with you? You're dead. You're the opposite of what I am. Why would I possibly want to go with you and be dead with you? Because I'm alive with my family right now. Like, I'm not going anywhere with you. Like, get out of here. And I said to the doctor, you have to hurry. I'm going right now. I didn't know where I was going, but I knew I was sort of outbound. And once that happened, there's no inbound. And I sensed that. I said, you got to hurry. You're losing me right now.
Buzz Aldrin went down there to Antarctica, and he made a tweet which got screenshotted and saved by thousands of people, thankfully, before it got deleted the next day. He said that there's people down here that were meeting and were facing the ultimate evil, and they took him to meet somebody that he calls the Master. He said that we have a new enemy that can fly from pole to pole with extreme speed. Why would he make a statement like that? And there's an entire advanced civilization there, including some of the largest pyramids on Earth, right in Antarctica. Some type of exotic energy was draining his batteries on his cameras. He had to try 3 times to get this thing recorded properly. He said exotic energy. The #1 place in the world for technology research is right down there in Antarctica. I believe that as the ice is melting, they're finding remnants of an ancient civilization. We know that Antarctica was not a frozen tundra. These guys are pretty shaken up, you know. You know that from how hard it is for them to talk about what happened, that they went through something. It's pretty clear to see that something happened that affected them in a way that they'll probably never be the same again.
This barrage
of Marvel references and industry in-jokes and multiverse nonsense and Ryan Reynolds jokes. This is a movie that's trying to like bludgeon you into submission. It is trying to like quickly and ruthlessly imitate some sort of big meta in-joke cultural moment that it thinks it is happening. This is not a movie. This is a like corporation refusing to die in front of you for 2 hours, and it's all hosted by the very affable Ryan Reynolds. It's like they got Ryan and Hugh to do like a fun video for the Marvel corporate retreat, except they released it on 5,000 screens and it made more money than God. It is the angry revenge of a corporation that has no ideas beyond its own perpetuation. I'm sick of the cinematic universe. I'm sick of it.
All right, here's what I liked. I think I already said my nice thing.
I've never seen a Marvel movie. I am not a fan of them. I think they're terrible movies. I think they're movies that you watch once and 10 years from now, you ain't even going to watch it when it's on TV. I think it's one of those quick dopamine rush. The hype is big. Everyone's thinking they're Marvel fans when they're really not. They're just part of the crowd. At least that's my opinion. If you guys like Marvel, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to disrespect you guys, but that's just my opinion. That's what I see. It's not like a classic movie where you're like, damn, I'm gonna watch Goodfellas, right? I'm gonna watch Stand By Me or something like that, right? They don't make those no more. And unfortunately, I feel like the Marvel movies is the reason why a lot of the movie industry is dead, right?
That's what we think, either Darwinian or other. So there are all kinds of implications to this issue. You know, this is one of the things when I was out at Lawrence Rockefeller's ranch back when we were setting up things for the Clinton administration back in September of 93 out in the Tetons, and he took me out at night on the deck and he said, look, he said, Dr. Greer, no aspect of life on Earth will be unaffected by this being disclosed. So vast and so large are the implications. I said, yes, Lawrence, that's why it's been kept so secret. So now we're touching on another whole area of concern, and that is, now I don't think most rational religious and spiritual people would have a problem with the fact they don't think the world's 6,000 years old, and there's no reason for them to think that a supreme being would leave all his hopes for intelligent life just in humans. God help us, right? So, but, you know, there are a large number of people, and around the world, a significant number of people who would find that very upsetting. So that's been another consideration. It's easy for hyper-rational Westerners who live in urban areas to brush that off. But if you go around...
I had a roll of galvanized wire that's been hanging there for years. I said, well, galvanized wire conducts electricity, you know. I had some old bamboo, wrapped them, and I leave a little antenna here. And what it does is it takes the energy, certain kind of energy is conducted out of the ether, that's everywhere in the universe, conducts it into the soil. It adds a magnetic component to the soil that isn't in there without the antenna. Because the antenna grabs that, it does all sorts of beneficial things to the microorganisms in the soil. Whatever you're growing will become more productive, will grow more lush and more fruit, and well, you can make them 5 or 6 feet tall. So I just let them go. I just want my chives. I love my chives. So I
have to do that next time I do some planting, right? Some galvanized wire on a bamboo stick. But that guy is probably the happiest ever, right? That's his hobby. Something he found that he loves, he's passionate about, seeing his plants make him happy. I love to see it, y'all. Find your therapy, right? Not all therapy is sitting on a couch with somebody. I've done it before. But sometimes the best therapy you can get is self-therapy.
Go to the CFL and thinking, okay, this is going to be a breeze. This is going to be a breeze. I get there, first practice, I'm like, whoa. These dudes are good. And so every week we would play a different team, Toronto, Saskatchewan. And I'm looking at the landscape like, why are you not down there? The numbers. There's only so many people and certain opportunities, and you don't do.
Elon Musk, do you know what his return on Tesla is? Every 100,000 he put in, he made 900 million back. But that's not the best. What's the best investment in modern history, you know? This one kid was with his friend in college. The guy's like, I'm going to start something. I don't have any money. And the guy goes, I got 30 grand. Give me 1/3 of it. You do all the work. I'll just give you the cap. Servers used to be more expensive. So I was like, great. You get 1/3 of my company. That was Mark Zuckerberg and Eduardo Saverin. Saverin gave him $30,000 roughly, and
That's
it
a
turned
flip.
into, at its peak, I think he was worth $12 billion. He made so much money, he left America. I think he moved to Brazil or Argentina, revoked his U.S. citizenship. Now the IRS changed the law and call it the Eduardo Saverin rule. You can't leave America anymore when you sell a company without paying an exit tax. That's how you know you made a lot of money, is when the IRS changes a law.
Underneath.
That's a flip, right? That's a flip. I'm used to flipping things for $5 for turning it to 100. That dude flipped 30,000 into 12 billion. That's a flip right there.
The ocean is one of the greatest places to hide if you're an advanced civilization, because nobody's doing any real research down there. And matter of fact, when I saw that UFO when I was a kid, I told 2 of my friends what I saw, and we talked about it, and they were saying maybe it came from the ocean. I was like, yeah, maybe it's from the ocean. Now you gotta remember, in 1977, we didn't have UFOs on TV. We didn't have all these, crazy cartoons talking about space. The most spaciest thing we had was the Jetsons. That was it. And that was more like fantasy to us. We had the Flintstones and Tom and Jerry, Mickey Mouse, things like that. Thundercats, which was pretty amazing because they were from the Pleiades. Yeah, they were. Yeah, the Lyrans and Sirians from the Pleiadian star system, the Thundercats. I learned that later on, going back to research it. So pretty crazy, but we weren't getting programmed about aliens and UFOs. So we just had to think about what these things could be or where they came from. And then we thought maybe the ocean. But I think that under the ocean, you'll find a lot of bases there, whether it be alien or ours, I'm not sure. But I think that we will find the best place to hide on this planet is the ocean. Antarctica is crazy. First of all, Antarctica wasn't in that location. It was in a more hospitable location. Why? How do we know this? The animals are coming up out of the melting ice. So they take them to do autopsies on them, and they have undigested food in their throats and their stomachs. So what does that tell you? They were flash frozen. So now we're talking about tectonic plate slippage. We're talking about a huge continent slipping and moving into a different position, probably within hours, and creating a global flood. And when that water washes across that land with that cold air and that wind, everything is frozen very rapidly. Now there's a giant hole down there, about 30 meters wide. This hole is visible from Google Earth. And when you look at that hole, that 30-meter wide opening, you see all the bases from the biggest countries around Earth are there in this research area. And they're all working in collaboration. There's one other area down there, though, one other research base that makes you scratch your head. The Rockefeller Foundation is there.
This says demons interrupt Orthodox priest.
Where's that coming from? Maybe it's woodpeckers. It's either that or the demons. They love to interrupt. And you know what demons really hate is that when you laugh at them, and you don't take them seriously, and you just say, oh, it's just you. It's just you, goofy, trying to interrupt the telling of one of the greatest stories and parables ever told. Well, maybe I'll chase off the demons. I'll be right back. Hey, you guys. Hey, be gone! Be gone! And don't disturb us anymore. All right, the peace of the Lord.
All right, family, there you have it. A little light G-rated reaction, right? It was fun though. I was happy to be back, y'all. I hope we start getting the ball rolling again, because we were on a roll, right? We were doing daily uploads, we were growing over here, y'all. We were on to the next level. But that's how the universe works sometimes, y'all. That's how it works. And if you get through that little bump, they'll get you to that level, right? But anyways, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed today's reaction. Like I said, the green screen, maybe for sure Monday's video will be all set up by then, but maybe on Sunday's video. I hope the fish, the beta, he's still kicking. He's gonna make an appearance in the videos now. We're gonna bring back a little. I don't think we're gonna go with crazy colors and all that. I think we're gonna keep it professional. And of course, I'll have a light bulb that changes colors. So I love my colors, y'all. We might be changing the colors. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you made it this far, like, comment, subscribe. All my new viewers that are here, you might think, man, this reaction, what was it? There was nothing in it. I've been going through some things with YouTube, getting strikes and videos blocked, and everything I upload is the ads are getting blocked. So I'm easing back into it, doing some light reactions. Hopefully we start getting back, but when I get back, oh y'all, we gonna hit you with the ish, you know what I mean? But anyways, y'all, this is Segovia. I'm signing out of the Man Cave. CaveFam, you guys have a good weekend out there. I'm gonna see you guys hopefully tomorrow, y'all. Later.